Of course, we all know that the real beauty is in the people of Nepal. I've got the hospital pass, just to wind up. The New Zealand Society of Earthquake Engineering has undertaken these learning from exercise trips for many times for big earthquakes. What did we get out of Nepal? I remember I led the team to Turkey in 1999 when many more people died and huge buildings fell over. And one thing we came back there to New Zealand was we came back and pushed for to reinstate the urban search and rescue teams. And the government did take note of that. So what have we got out of this trip? Well, none of my colleagues, when we were talking before you came, could really give me any help on this, so here's my go. I believe we've had a reaffirmation of what many of the things that we're doing are right, and some of them are acknowledging that you can't regulate to the nth degree. The community needs to want to be more resilient. That's how it's very hard to get people to understand a low probability event which has very big effect. As I think Jitendra said, that food safety is to many people more important than build safety. Right now we are going through, Nick Smith's got his Building Amendment Act in there, what to do about our earthquake-prone regulations and requirements. I think that this trip reaffirms to me that we're on the right track to have some aspirational goals to get the worst of our buildings up to a particular level over an acceptable time. So that's something that Nepal hasn't got its head round yet. It doesn't know how good many of its major buildings, those hospitals, it doesn't know how good they are. And we know that head of cardiology at the teaching hospital said, right, you've told me that the building is, you've triaged it and it's as good as it was the day before the earthquake. Now tell me how good it was. And I thought, there's somebody who really understands it. But he was frustrated he couldn't get the answers. So we do know that, we are doing that, and so the last one, I guess, was it was great to see the New Zealand Aid part of MFAT putting engineers on the plane. We've sat around many times saying we can help with more than just money. Here's a case where we do have the expertise to help, and what about a base isolated hospital for Kathmandu to replace some of the doubtful structures that they've got there? So I think that sums up what I got out of the trip, and I hope my colleagues agree. Thank you.